Hello everybody, this is the Russian Fazbear, and today I'm going to be making a video of all of my games I've collected for my handheld Nintendo systems. This consisting of Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, and Game Boy Advance. So as you can see, here are the games, and I do apologize about any items you may see in the background. It's a little messy up here on the counter, or not the counter, the dresser. So I have 19 DS games, 3 3DS games, and 5 Game Boy Advance games. Real quickly, I guess I'll show you my DS. It's actually a DSi. This thing has taken quite a beating over the years, from me throwing it on the ground from rage quits to me sticking stickers all over the front of it, and those are my initials, SGR. My mom made me put those on there because one time I took it to this amusement park and my mom didn't want me to lose it, and I just added on these fish stickers because I wanted to. My Game Boy Advance is down here on the floor charging, so I'm right there under the heater. Anyways, so now on to the games themselves. I have them alphabetized, just like my retro Nintendo games. Here we have Bookworm. I've only played this game like one time. My grandma got it for me a couple years back, and I'm pretty sure it's an educational. I'm not sure. Maybe it's decent. Deal or No Deal. Now, this game, it could be better, but I was always a huge fan of the game show, so I decided to get the game. Diabolical Box. My grandma also got me this one a few years back. I haven't gotten an opportunity to play it very much. Mario Kart DS. This is actually the second game that I owned for the DS. I got my DSi as a Christmas present when I was in 2nd grade, so that was over 5 years ago, because I'm in 7th grade now, so 5 years ago. So this is the second game I got. I actually got 3 games on Christmas, I believe, and this was the second one I unboxed. Mario Kart DS, a very good sequel in the series. Very good game. Just very classic kart racer. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This might actually be my favorite game that I own. Well, I think it probably is. Now, this is actually the first game I ever owned on the DS, because I actually saw a commercial for Bowser's Inside Story, and I thought that would be the coolest game ever. So I asked for a DSi for Christmas, and this game. So I ended up getting this one along with the DSi. Also Mario Kart and another one, but this was the first one I unboxed. Yeah, it would have to be my favorite DS game that I own. Very fun RPG. Probably the first RPG game I ever owned. Very fun. Next up, we have Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. After I beat Bowser's Inside Story, and I found out that there were more games in the series, I decided to get Partners in Time. This is the prequel to this one. Partners in Time. Now, it's an okay game. I wouldn't say it's as good as Bowser's Inside Story, but it's also a very fun game. I like the fact that you can play as Mario and Luigi and their infant versions at the same time. And one thing I love about this game is that it gives us young Toadsworth. I mean, you can't hate young Toadsworth. So, I beat Bowser's Inside Story. I'm on the final boss in Partners in Time, and once I beat Partners in Time, I'll probably get the prequel to this one, Superstars of Saga, and after I beat that one, I'll probably get the sequel to all 3 of those games, Dream Team. Anyway, so next up we have Mario Party DS, probably my favorite of the 3 handheld Mario Party games. Of course, the console games are better than the handhelds, in most people's opinion. Mario Party DS is probably the best handheld in my opinion. Also, this was actually the very first Mario Party game I ever owned. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Miniland Mayhem. It's basically a spin-off, so to speak, of the original Donkey Kong platformer. It's an okay game. It has a lot of levels, and it can get really challenging, but it's a fun game. Haven't played it in a while, though. Phineas and Ferb and Phineas and Ferb Ride Again. Once again, I haven't played either of these games in a very long time, but I remember they were really good games. I think I beat both of them, or got close to beating them at least. Scribblenauts. This was actually the 3rd game that I got on that Christmas in 2nd grade. I got this one from my cousins. It's a pretty fun game. Super Mario 64 DS, a very good remake of the original Mario 64. Adding in new modes of gameplay and more stars to collect is always a good thing. Super Mario Bros. DS. You can't hate a classic Mario platformer. You just can't. You just cannot do it. Super Scribblenauts. I think I got this one from my cousins a few years later. It was either a birthday present or a Christmas present. I can't remember which. Also a very great game. A SpongeBob surfing game, Surf and Skate. I haven't played this game that much. I mean, it's an okay game. It's okay. Lego Star Wars. I haven't played this game in a while either. I mean, one time I decided to give it a shot, and I was like hooked on it. I played it for hours. It was like noon when I decided to do that, and I literally played it non-stop for the rest of the day. And I played it a few more times afterwards, but I just kind of came apart from it. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it again sometime. WarioWare DIY. This game is not very good. I mean, it helps you create video games, but the video games only last like 10 seconds, or as far as I know that is. And the instructions just go on and on and on and on. They're very useful, but they just go on and on and on. And by the time I was like a quarter way through, I was literally ready to shoot myself or fall asleep. I don't know. It was just pretty painful. Eventually, I just started speeding right through it. I was just kind of boring with the instructions part, and it's an okay game. Wheel of Fortune. Also a big fan of this game show. It's an okay game. Haven't played it that much, but it's okay. And finally, Yoshi's Island for the DS. I got pretty far in this game. I think I got up to the point where you unlock Baby Wario, or somewhere around that point, but I haven't played this game in a while. I haven't been playing much DS lately. I've mainly been sticking to console games recently, but it's a good game. Next up, we have my 3DS games. We have Mario Kart 7. Now, quite frankly, I actually didn't really like this game that much when it first came out. It was just kind of, I don't know, it just seemed kind of stale and repetitive. It's like the 7th Mario Kart game in the series, and it just seemed kind of stale for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it's a good game, I will admit that, but I just got bored of this game really easily for some reason. And there was another reason that I absolutely hated this game that I'd rather not get into. Next up, we have Mario Party Island Tour. I actually only got to play this game like one time before I broke my 3DS. And yes, I broke my 3DS in a rage quit. I threw it against the door right there, and it broke in half. Very tragic. And this happened like over a year ago, and I still haven't gotten a new one. I just haven't gotten around to getting a new one yet. But Mario Party Island Tour, from the little bit that I played of it, it seemed pretty similar to Mario Party 9. It also seemed to have quite a bit of a luck factor. But remember, I'm just a fresh-off-the-boat gamer with this game. I trust somebody who has a little more of a quote-unquote first-hand experience with this game. I'm just giving my overview. Super Mario 3D Land, this is definitely the game I had the most. I think I got this game with my 3DS. I think I got my 3DS as a Christmas present in either 4th grade or 5th grade. Very fun game. So many difficult levels. So many rage quits. It was insane. But a great game overall. Next up, we have my Game Boy Advance games. We have, we have Crash. Let me see that. Crash Bandicoot, The Huge Adventure. Sorry, it's so small. I need to get close to read it. Anyways, so I actually don't think I've actually played this game at all, because when I first got my Game Boy Advance, it came with a small handful of games. I think there was this one, a few others that are coming up on the list, and a Dora the Explorer game. I don't know what happened to the Dora the Explorer game. I think I either sold it or just threw it out. Yeah. So, next up we have Mario Kart Super Circuit. I believe I bought this game at some point in time. Or maybe it came with the Game Boy Advance, I don't know. Very fun game. Once again, another great Mario Kart game. I mean, the graphics could be better, but it's pretty good. Next up we have Mario Party Advance. It's okay. I mean, like the rest of these games, it's not necessarily as good as the console ones, and it is a bit of a outlier compared to the other ones. It does kind of stick out like a sore thumb, but it's a good game. It has a charm of its own. Next up, we have Super Mario Advance 4, the Game Boy remake of Super Mario Bros. 3. This is a good game. I like the music upgrades, I like the better graphics and everything, but one of the things that can get a little annoying about this is the constant commentary from Mario and Luigi. Like, every time they do anything, shrink, get a power-up, beat a level, stomp on an enemy, do anything, they make a noise, or say something. I mean, it's, like, nice to have that little touch in there, but the constant commentary, it can get a little annoying after a while. Next up, we have... We have Super Mario Land. Now, this game, I believe, is the game that you have to rescue Daisy instead of Peach, and it's like, oh, a Daisy, a smooch, a smooch. I'd rather not get into that stuff. But anyway, so Super Mario Land. Now, when I first got this, I was a little confused why it was a totally different cartridge compared to these ones. But I think I know why. I think that this game here, initially came out on the Game Boy. But once the Game Boy Advance came out, they made it so you could play this game on that system as well. So I think that's how it worked. It was like that. So Super Mario Land, just another classic platform, and I think it plays the can-can music to the Invincible Star, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, yeah, that's just about it. Those are all of my handheld Nintendo games for the DS, 3DS, and Game Boy Advance. Ooh, this video ran a little long, but that's all of them and my little review on them. So yeah, that's it. And like with my retro Nintendo games, there will be more to come in the future. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. The Russian Fazbear, out.